Hello luxury watch lovers! In this channel, I cover the background, fundamental design features, and things to consider before buying your watch. If you have a luxury watch that you'd like me to cover, let me know in the comments below. In today's video, we're going to cover the Frederique Constant Vintage Rallye collection that was designed as a nod to the classic Austin Healey Sportster for men who appreciate style, speed, and classic European luxury. It is powerful, chic, and impeccably detailed. The Frederique Constant Vintage Rallye is an exemplary timepiece of elegance, strength, and design, crafted of fine yet affordable materials and available in classic Austin Healey grey and maroon. When watching today's Formula One races, it's impossible not to notice the brightly colored cars driving at breakneck speed, clipping apexes, and skimming Armco barriers. Each team paints its cars a different color and adorns the lightweight bodywork with a variety of sponsor logos. Every square inch of a Formula One car represents a potential revenue stream for each competing team. However, this was not always the case. Formula One cars were painted in national racing colors in the 1950s. Red cars, such as the Maserati 250F, were popular in Italy. French cars were blue, German cars were silver, and English cars were, of course, green. Several car brands are associated with green paintwork, specifically British racing green. During the 1920s, the Bentley boys drove a green car around Brooklyn's perilous banked track. Jim Clark, arguably one of the greatest drivers of all time, drove his green team Lotus to podium finishes on numerous occasions. Another British classic, the Austin Healey, has competed extensively at Le Mans and Sebring. For many years, Healey has been associated with the luxury watch company Frederique Constant. Throughout their collaboration, Frederique Constant has released several timepieces bearing the name of the British car company. The vintage Rallye Heeley Chronograph was recently released by the Swiss watchmaker. This watch has a bi-compax layout, a British racing green dial, and a British racing green strap. The partnership between Frederique Constant and Austin Healey automobiles is just one of many that exist today, and given that watches have been used for timekeeping since the beginning of rallying, it's no surprise that these two objects are frequently found together. The 15-year partnership between Frederique Constant and Austin Healey automobiles is commemorated by a joint project. The vintage chronograph embodies the link between Frederique Constant's timeless horological savoir-faire and Austin Healey's automobile engineering know-how. The new 2021 edition pays homage to one of the most important Healey automobiles. The NOJ 393 X-Works 1953 to 1955 Austin Healey Special Test Car 100S set a world record 10 years ago. Not a speed record, but an auction record price for an Austin Healey when Bonham sold it for £843,000, close to $1 million USD. According to Bonham's press release, the car had been untouched since the 1960s and was in a barn find condition. The story behind the NOJ 393 will be familiar to classic car enthusiasts. The NOJ 393 raced in the 1953 Le Mans 24 hours as one of Austin Test Healey's cars and went on to become the 100S prototype, racing at Sebring, the Carrera Panamericana, and Nassau. The watch is made up of a series of curves that are elegantly combined to add a vintage touch to modern construction. One of the first things that one notices about this watch is the lack of sharp edges. The edges of the watch are rounded, and all of the surfaces are convex or bomb. The side case and bezel are also convex. The back case is no different. Because of their consistency, the Frederique Constant Vintage Rallye Healey limited editions have won the hearts of classic car enthusiasts. They were developed as a result of a collaboration between the Frederique Constant manufacturer and the Austin Healey automobile brand. The bond was formed in 2004 and has never been broken. 17 years of allegiance and fellowship between watchmaking and mechanics, punctuated by rallies, meetings, races, and a shared love of retro design. The previous edition of the Frederique Constant Vintage Rallye Heeley Automatic was released in 2018. It's back in the spotlight now, thanks to 2 new 3-hand models with dates. Putting its tradition of sporty chronographs on hold, Frederique Constant has given the Vintage Rallye Heeley Automatic a more urban design. Designed for gentlemen drivers who enjoy a breakaway from the paddocks, this timepiece allows them to casually enjoy a new design imbued with retro charm. The first model is stylish and timeless, with a rose gold plated case that matches the index hour markers and hands. They are all enhanced with a luminous treatment for maximum legibility, allowing the time to be read even at night. The flange displays the time against a chocolate-colored background that matches the calfskin strap. Collectors will appreciate the perforated strap, which harkens back to the legendary Rallye watches of the first half of the 20th century and emphasizes the piece's near-vintage quality. The second model, the entire dial is adorned with the Heeley Company's legendary deep bold green color, British racing green, a study in contrast and a return to the roots of one of the most iconic rally car colors, has long been associated with the vintage Austin Healeys that are especially desirable among collectors now. Frederique Constant's rendering is sleek and stylish. While this British racing green was last seen on a chronograph model in 2018, its revival on a 3-hand model allows the wearer to subtly show off their love of vintage cars without sacrificing the timeless elegance of a more urban timepiece, complete with the legendary perforated brown calfskin strap. Let's take a look at some of its design features. We're looking at the Frederique Constant Vintage Rallye, reference FC 397 HNR 5B6. It has a polished stainless steel 2-parts case with a case size of 42mm and a thickness of 14.45mm flat. It has a blue color dial with white counters and silver applied indexes, luminous hand-polished silver hour and minute hands, and luminous and red second and counter hands. The dial is protected by a sapphire crystal. It comes with a blue leather strap with red stitches. This automatic movement chronograph allows up to 46 hours of power reserve. It has a water resistance of up to 50 meters. This classic vintage watch is priced at about $1,750. Here are 5 things to consider before buying the Frederique Constant Vintage Rallye Heeley Chronograph. Starting with number 1, the dial. The dial of the Frederique Constant Vintage Rallye Heeley Chronograph is relatively busy. The time is displayed using luminous alpha or lance hands. The hour hand extends to 3-dimensional indexes, Arabic numerals at 12 and 6 o'clock, and silver applied indices the rest of the time, except at 3 and 9 o'clock, where the chrono minutes and small second subdials are located. White superluminova is used to fill the hands and indexes. Aside from the hour indexes, all of the information on the dial is printed in contrasting colors, black on white and white on blue. The watch is extremely legible. The small seconds, central seconds, and minutes hands on the chrono are all red. This detail improves not only the contrast and legibility, but also the overall beauty of the dial. A central seconds red hand is used on the 30-minute chronograph. The 2 chapter rings with black printed indexes on a white background and the raised track with white indexes on a blue background provide a precise readout. Even though the Vintage Rallye Heeley has a busy dial, all of the details are used to improve legibility. The portions of the hands, the raised outer chapter ring, and the size and shape of the indexes are all well chosen. I simply cannot criticize any of these elements. I'd rather say that I found them not only adorable, but also functional. Moving on to number 2, the case. The Frederique Constant Vintage Rallye Heeley Chronograph comes with a lovely case. Each surface is exceptionally smooth, and there is a strong sense of quality throughout. The watch is extremely easy to wear. The curved lugs direct the strap downwards, resulting in a superb ergonomic fit. Even though this Swiss watch company is known for producing low-cost watches, there is no evidence of stinginess. The vertical surface of the capstan-like push pieces has a lattice-like motif. Neither the push pieces nor the crown injures the wearer's wrist. The Frederique Constant Vintage Rallye Heeley Chronograph has a perforated green leather strap with contrasting stitching. The perforated motif on the strap reminds me of driving gloves, and the color reminds me of vintage British racing cars. An exhibition caseback provides a view of the self-winding movement. The Vintage Rallye Heeley Chronograph is a limited edition timepiece, and the unique reference number is engraved on the caseback. Hopping across to number 3, the movement. The FC397 automatic chronograph movement powers the Vintage Rallye Heeley Chronograph. The single barrel allows for extended periods of independence. The gold-colored oscillating mass is adorned with a Côte de Geneva motif. There were few examples of additional finishing, but this is consistent with the timepiece's low price point. According to the simplicity of the finishes, just an overall polish is required, and the movement is not completed to the final stage. Even if machine-made, the Frederique Constant decoration includes perlage, Geneva waves, and other minor but significant details. Buckle up with number 4, the leather and textile strap. Both straps complement and enhance the Vintage Rallye Heeley theme. A watch with a red accent on a blue background is a lovely combination. The NATO-style band covers the movement on the textile strap. The pin buckle is a standard Frederique Constant design with the brand's logo engraved on it. The retail package also includes a metallic green Austin Healey model car, a beautiful model. And last but not least, number 5, the crystal. The sapphire glass used in the watch was created in a laboratory by melting aluminium oxide in the presence of hydrogen and oxygen at 2000 degrees Celsius. After crystallization, the corundum pair is cut and further processed to the desired shape and size. The hardest glass used in watches is sapphire glass. On the mineral hardness scale, it is second only to diamond, so it can only be scratched by a diamond, and its only disadvantage is its brittleness. And this wraps up my review of the Frederique Constant Vintage Rallye Heeley Chronograph, and I've linked it down below. Thank you for watching this video. Nothing helps my channel more than you watching until the very end. These videos take a long time to make, but are a labor of love. If you enjoy this type of content, let me know in the comments below what other watches you think deserve their own video. And remember, time is